welcome to the next video. Here we're going to give you an overview and a welcome to Facebook and talk about how you can sign up for your first Facebook account and the different types of accounts that are available. So let's get started. First of all, personal versus business accounts and what you need to know about them. One, you need to make a real profile for you as a person in Facebook. This is the best and most recommended course of action. A lot of people, maybe especially business owners, don't necessarily want to put their real name and real address and all that in. We're going to dispel some of the concerns that people may have about security and putting your personal information out there. It's highly recommended in order to get the most value out of Facebook. So we're going to be doing real profiles here for you in a personal account. What you also want to do is avoid setting up your personal profile as if it was a business. When you go into Facebook and create your first account, you don't want to call give your name, first name Harry's, last name Diner, because one, Facebook probably won't allow it, but two, your personal profile will still be open to connecting and networking with other people. And if you don't have a real name, then people are not going to connect with you. You'll be using this personal profile that you create to then create a business page, or it's called a Facebook fan page. And what's really cool about this is that your personal profile is not exposed anyway in terms of public availability. So people don't know when they see a fan page who the Facebook owner, who the personal owner of that page is. So there's a level of separation between your personal profile and your Facebook business page, which is exactly what most business people want. So you're going to be setting up both a personal account and a fan page or business account. We talked about fan pages. Well, fan pages are used as business profiles. These are much more publicly available, and you want it to be publicly available because if you're in business, you need customers, and you don't want customers being turned away just because you haven't, unlocked the door. So anybody can come to a fan page, anybody can like it and stick around and see what's going on. Unlike a personal profile, which is locked down, and you have to invite the person or accept them as a friend before they can see anything. And those are the main distinctions we want to talk about. So now, let's talk about creating your first personal Facebook account. You start off by going to facebook.com and you'll be presented with the following screen. So it's nothing unlike you haven't seen before. Any kind of software or program online that you've seen requires that you put in a name and an email and a password and so on. So you just fill in this form. Now what you notice at the bottom is that there's a section here that says create a page, and it actually lets you bypass the personal profile step and go right into creating what's called a fan page that we already mentioned a little bit. Now I'm going to recommend that you don't actually skip the personal profile section, because when you create a fan page without a personal profile attached, the number of features and abilities that you have on that fan page is limited. So you won't get the full functionality for your marketing that you would if you do have a personal profile attached to it. And it's on purpose. Facebook wants to know who's running these pages. So if you do it anonymously and you don't give a personal profile, you will be limited. So fill in the personal profile, and then when you're done with that, you're going to see when you hit sign up that it brings you to one of these CAPTCHAs. I'm sure you've seen this before, but just to remind you, this is something you have to do because it makes sure that nobody's spamming Facebook, that there's no bots trying to hack into the system or create a whole bunch of accounts all at once. So this proves that you're real. You hit sign up and you move on to the first step. Once you're at step one, it's going to ask you, do you want Facebook to go out to your Gmail or Yahoo account or Hotmail or whatever and search for friends that you're connected to that are maybe in your address book that are already on Facebook? So it's a great way of getting started, but you don't have to do it. It will help you get connected to friends quicker. So it's something you may or may not want to do depending on your preference, but you can skip this step if you want. Once you do that, you move on to step two, which is your profile information. There's going to be a lot more personal information you put in later, but at first they ask you for your high school, college, or university, and your employer. Again, you can skip or save here. Now, the purpose of Facebook really is networking, so it would probably serve you well to put in your high school and college and employer so that you can reach out and start connecting to the people who are already on Facebook that share some of those things with you. So, maybe find some old friends from high school and see what they're up to. So that's step two. And then when you do that, when you finish that, you move on to step three, which is your personal profile picture. So do you want to upload a photo that you already have? Do you want to take one with your webcam right now? You decide, and just make sure your picture matches what it is you're trying to do with Facebook. And then you can either skip that step or save and continue. I definitely recommend you upload a photo, because people will not usually accept friend requests from you if you don't have a photo. They don't know who you are. They could be making up the name that you're showing up as. But if they see your name and they see a picture of you, they know it's you, so they'll accept you. Once you've done that, you'll be then taken to your first personal profile page. You'll have a lot of work to do at this point, so you can move on to the next video and see exactly what to do in the next step.